The kind of girl that you could be down for. 'Cause when I look at you, I feel something tells me that you're the kind of guy that I should make a move on with. And if I don't let you know, then I won't be for real. I could be wrong, but it's just me, you alone.
Welcome back to Miss Joan Uncut with me, your host, Miss Joan, back with another video. I want to first thank all my new subscribers. Thank you for trusting in me to bring you commentary. I really appreciate you. You know how we do over here, baby. We spectate. We do not participate in any drama unless we got to get it together. You hear me? You know how we do over here. Let's jump into it. So this I was not going to do because I'm really not that invested. But me, per usual, right, minding my business on these YouTube streets, I noticed that Princella, the queen maker, decided to finally go live on YouTube where she was going to address, right? Her title was Enough is Enough. So that's when I knew, okay, she's going to address everything that has been occurring between her and B. Taylor. And I wasn't going to talk about it, but I don't know. I decided to go ahead and speak because that live was nothing but damage control. That was some BS right there. So we're going to go ahead and address some things. Okay. Honey. So if y'all don't know, so since B. Taylor came public about how things were between her and Priscilla, right? Priscilla has been over, her and B. Taylor has been over on TikTok going live. So there are some YouTubers on here that are recording these lives, right? So I was watching them. So just go ahead and type in Priscilla, the queen maker, Priscilla and B. Taylor. You'll see a bunch of videos pop up, okay? And so as I'm listening to some of these videos, I'm noticing at no point in time is Priscilla taking any accountability. I mean, women are asking her tons of questions on the things that were said in B. Taylor's interview, but all she pretty did was like project, deflect. And I was like, okay. But then she came live on YouTube and I just witnessed some real BS. And I was like, see, girl, this is damage control. You came live to go on damage control because now if y'all pay attention to all the comment sections and all the videos that's being made about her, there are tons of women who are finally speaking out about the things they've witnessed with her. See, everybody's been silenced because she does come off in a very intimidating way, or she comes off in a way where you pretty much just like avoid her, you just don't watch her. But now that, and sometimes it just takes one person, right? Just like how it took Cassie to speak up about Diddy for everybody else now to speak up, right? Sometimes it just takes one person to come forward and speak their story. And when everybody else like, well, shit, if she can do it, I can do it too. So let's talk about this live, honey. Now listen, I like to see myself as a lady. Other people say I am very ladylike and can be elegant, but don't ever get it misconstrued. I call it like a TI is. So don't think, you know what I'm saying, I'm on some hating or being jealous. No, that was some real bullshit that we witnessed tonight. I don't know if y'all know that. I know a lot of you are supporters. If you support her, kudos to you. But for those of us who peep game, let's talk about it. So she's been going around talking. Now, I want to bring this up because there's a reason, because it relates to this live. So on one of her TikTok lives, she mentions how B. Taylor, when they were together, how I guess one time she was on the phone with this lady named Nico. I got it down, Nico, right? And I believe this lady, as she said, she's 51, gorgeous, right? Gorgeous woman. She said how she was on the phone with her and how when she was like, you know, she got off the phone with her because she could sense that B. Taylor was feeling some type of way, and how I guess when she got off the phone, she was throwing a lot of shots and shades at the lady Nico on pretty much saying like, oh, you want a woman that age, etc., etc., etc. Now, granted, that probably did happen. I'm not taking away from that, right? Because I have an unbiased opinion, but what we're not going to do is just throw all and shift all the blame onto B. Taylor as though like you was this perfect woman, and we know you weren't. It's evident, right? So the reason why I bring that up is she had a live tonight, and in this live, okay, she literally starts her live off with, if a person shows you who they are, believe them, right? That's Maya Angelou. So when she said that, I'm like, girl, so you pretty much saying like everything you're showing us, believe. But see, because she really thinks in her head that she's covering what she's doing. She's not. So, you know, she says a few words, and then all of a sudden she brings 3 other women onto this panel, right? Now, this is just my observation. This is not going to be no deep dive. I'm just expressing what I witnessed. You do not have to agree, right? Opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. These 3 women come onto this panel, and guess who one of these women were? You guessed right. It was Nico. Now, in my female mind, right, because she likes to think that female are like too emotional and we don't think, but a lot of us are very logical, right? And I've been working very hard on being more emotionally intellectual, right? So I took my emotions out of it and looked at it for what it was. I'm like, so you're going to bring the same woman on here that was triggering B. Taylor? Got it. I hope y'all caught what I just said. So, baby, look, this live was pretty much a way for her to deflect, project onto B. Taylor. Through this whole entire live, all she pretty much is made it seem like she was being hated on. People didn't want to see her grow. People didn't want to see her success. How people just want to see her downfall. How she's just this great person. She's this queen. And, you know, I'm getting to the point where I don't feel like I can help women. And yeah. Okay. But in nothing between the TikTok and this live, as I was waiting for her at least one time say, maybe I didn't handle things the best I could have in that relationship. Maybe there was times I was a little impatient and I could have worked harder on communicating or being more patient with B. Taylor, right? No. You wanted to let everybody know consistently that, oh, I saved her. She didn't want to be saved, but I saved her. Girl, no, you did that for your own ego. Okay, let me keep on going. You know what? Because look, I want y'all to understand something. If y'all don't know which video, it's this one right here. The Queen Maker saves B. Taylor from the manosphere. This was 6 months ago. If you see this red bar at the bottom of that picture, I watched this 6 months ago. That's how I knew about B. Taylor. See, when I say, now, trust me, when I say trust me, I didn't watch this recently. You think I'm about to listen to her shit now after all of this? No, ma'am. No, sir. But I did watch this 6 months ago. That's how I knew who B. Taylor was. I literally went to her videos and said, boom, there you go. If y'all want to see where it first all began, that's the video right there. You're welcome. Now, I want you to also watch B. Taylor's mannerisms as she's in this. You can tell she's very timid. And she's probably never had a woman talk to her the way that she was talking. She was talking to her like she was her savior. I'm telling y'all, you don't got to believe me now. This is 2024, the year of reveal, right? Everybody is being revealed. All you narcissistic, demonic demons out here, your mask is coming off. Priscilla's mask is coming off, child. It is. Okay, so pretty much in this live, she made it seem as though like her ex was trying to tear her down. She was jealous of her. Now, something was referenced to CPS, right? And so I was kind of reading chat, and I don't think she said, I haven't heard it. Maybe she did. But the way she was talking is like how like maybe people, because YouTube do get out of control, right? The internet can get out of control. Maybe CPS was called on her because of the things that maybe B. Taylor did mention about the relationship between Priscilla and her daughter. Now, that's a little too much, right? That is, she did make a point that I've even had friends who grew up in a foster home, and I've heard horror stories, right? So to snatch a child from a parent and put it with complete strangers who really don't care about them is even worse. But I'm like, girl, was CPS called on you? Because like, what? Told you it was damage control. She's trying to clean up her image. She was trying to make it seem like she wasn't, but if you watch, she was. So let me say this. I won't deny, because in a lot of the things she was saying over on TikTok and somewhat in this live, she was referencing really on TikTok how B Taylor, I guess how she handled some few things in a relationship. Now, if I'm not mistaken, B Taylor said she was what, 32, right? And so maybe she did not handle every situation the best, right? Maybe she did throw little jabs here and there. Maybe she didn't know how to express herself. Now, to give her credit, on her live, she omitted that she had some more growing to do. So right there, she was being accountable. She was letting us know, yeah, like she was doing things. And yes, I called her up. I snapped on her. I cursed her out. If a person is provoking you and doing things that they know trigger you and they're intentionally doing because they don't care how you feel, most normal people react. So before we want to make it seem as though, I was seeing the chat, oh, she was just being emotional. She did this out of spite. No, her feelings was hurt. This is you playing with her emotions. You break up with her. You're sending her songs playing the fucking piano, excuse my language. Then you're spending $700 for her to fly out to LA with you. Then all of a sudden you with a whole nother woman who we're going to talk about a week later. And y'all don't think that's toxic? This woman out here is just as bad as the fucking men. And y'all don't think she's a problem? If y'all not triggered by this, if you ever been done wrong by a man, she is no better. All she does is wear a damn dress and some makeup. And child, not even, ooh, you know what? We gon' keep it together. Baby. So no, I don't think B Taylor took every situation. She probably didn't handle it well. Maybe she was throwing little jabs and shots. But I mean, come on now. You calling my motherfucking woman while I'm with her. We gonna get into it. So pretty much the live was very passive aggressive, right? It was a lot of blame shifting. Let's talk about how the women up there did not help. They didn't help. They were a bunch of yesums. There were a whole bunch of yesums. What a yesum is, a yes, a Priscilla, a yes, a boss. Oh, you are right. A yes, a Priscilla. What did you see? It's a yes. Now, no shade to the women on the panel because they all carry themselves very nicely. But come on, man. How y'all sitting up there talking about how women supposed to uplift each other and we're supposed to empower? It's all this fake ass woman empowerment that's going around. Oh, and women supposed to empower each other and lift and, help your fellow sister. Yet y'all sat on a panel and co-signed Priscilla being passive aggressive, underhanded, and throwing shade on her ex. Where's the woman empowerment in that? I'll wait. I'll wait. Because it's a lot of mixed messages. Because they were throwing shots. Like the lady Nico, she mentioned two things. Like, they was trying to clean up Priscilla's image, especially that Nico. I could see why B. Taylor was wary of that one. I can really see it. I'm going to be nice because she ain't done nothing to me. And I don't believe in attacking women and tearing women down. But that one right there, I peeped it. And I see B. Taylor why you peeped it. Two things she did. One, she wanted to mention, she did, nobody else, she brought up the relationship between Priscilla and her child. Talk about, when I went out there, I saw her, she was such a great mother and her daughter just hugged her. And that was trying to clean up the image that allegedly Priscilla is very neglectful towards her child. I wasn't there. I don't know. We could just go back off with B. Taylor. But I have also witnessed her on her old lives be very nonchalant and dismissive towards her own child. I mean, I saw it with my own eyes. I mean, no parent is perfect. But you're doing this on live, and then the person who was with you came out and said these things. It's kind of matching. Anyway, we move on. And so then what I want to go ahead and discuss is the second thing that this Nico lady said. She goes to say, well, Priscilla, I'm going to say something and I hope it's okay if it's not. I apologize now. But, a couple months ago, I went with Priscilla down to I don't know if it was Dallas or Texas, to the Blue Couch, to the Real Life Productions where she did that interview. And, it was. So was you doing that to try to like throw that in B Taylor's face? Because were they together around that time? Now it might have been prior to, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I think she did real life prior to. But what was the point to let us know? Even somebody, let me tell y'all how good it is. Somebody even in Priscilla chat called that shit out and was like, what was the point of you telling us that? I think it was maybe about the child, but she was like, what's the point of telling? I didn't tell you that. I told her that. And you was just so happened to be here. Girl, it's the semantics for me. I peeped that shit too. See, y'all think because you put on fancy clothes, a lot of makeup, the heaviest wig that you can find, the most expensive jewelry, the highest heels of shoes, the most expensive cars, the best diners and restaurants, that nobody could see through that facade, baby. That's called a mask and an aesthetic. But deep down inside, your real side can't help to peek through. So don't sit here and try to say B Taylor was being shady and nasty when she sat up there and was literally trying to help you clean up your image. I digress. Because I'll go too long on that one. Okay. So then she went ahead, and if I'm not mistaken, in this live, Priscilla was kind of being real shady and was trying to reference about like how she's done saving people. She don't think women's worth saving because women wants to be like this. And then she tried to throw like a few financial jabs, and it seemed like she was trying to save B Taylor, trying to like help her with her finances. I could be wrong, but that's what I was getting. And when I picked that up, I said, girl, you are the last person to talk about anybody's money or finances, because those of us who was around before this whole glow up you had, now I'm not against a glow up because even I have a glow up, but girl, we remember you with your glow up. Let me remind y'all the glow up Priscilla had. Remember this? Priscilla got a teeth fix. I remember when she first got them done because she had some outing where she came live. She was sitting at a table outside with a bunch of women, and she was cheesing like Chester fucking the cat. And baby, this was literally right after the real life, and she had her teeth fixed. And I noticed them because I dropped down on her chat, and if you find a video, you will see me where I literally said, I love the beautiful smile. Let's talk about them wigs that she used to wear. Let's talk about how thick those linings of that hairline was. How sometimes they were so distracting that I couldn't help but watch the wig and not the video, because I couldn't understand how you didn't see that you look crazy, girl. Now, if y'all look right there, that little, y'all see that? You see that thicket? Come on now, girl. Let's also talk about how you was wearing that maroon tracksuit, and that's all you was wearing for a while before you decided to get this glow up, because this the Priscilla we know. But now she's walking around like that Priscilla right there, which is a fabulous glow up, may I add. But I don't appreciate when a woman try to tear another woman down or try to make references to like how you're doing better than others, as though like we didn't see her and watch her glow up, girl. I'm telling y'all, the heifer's diabolical. She's diabolical. So then Priscilla goes to start talking about, making real money, and just, girl, we remember how those nails used to look, girl. Okay, those atrocious tracksuits, but I digress. Okay, so let's not forget where you started from. We all start from somewhere. So then we learned recently, because in one of her TikToks, she mentions that she has a new girlfriend, y'all. This is the new girlfriend that she was with within a week of almost pretty much, I guess, calling herself. Now, maybe B Taylor was a lot. Maybe she was calling her. Maybe she was overly emotional. Maybe she wasn't expressing her way in the most effective, I don't want to say mature, but in the most effective and logical way. But the goal from in 1 year having that many girlfriends, and this one's 23, y'all. So then I'm like, what the hell, a woman your age, because you're about my age, like what, late 30s, 40s. What would you know? Why would you want a 23-year-old girl unless you want them young, impressionable, and dumb? I'm sorry. Let me say that again. You want them young, dumb, and impressionable. Young, impressionable, and dumb. Put it in any order you want. But newsflash, Priscilla, be careful with these young girls. Because it won't just be YouTube this time. You mess that one over, she'll have your ass on the Shade Room, Black Twitter, and literally all over TikTok and YouTube. And your yesums won't be able to come up there to help them. Won't happen, girl. Won't happen. Nope. Okay, so I feel like this. The way she talk, if you know anything about Priscilla, she comes from a military background, right? She's constantly talking about how women mindsets is. She's constantly being very nasty to women about pretty much how they're dumb, they're stupid. They want to deal with men, let them deal with men, let them be dumb and stupid, let them come all up in them. These are her words from multiple times. I realize she used military tactics. I have tons of friends who are in the military. And one thing they always say is that the military literally mentally break you down mentally to build you back up to the soldier they want you to be. Mind you, she's a car salesman, so she's adding that in there. That's like a double whammy. But she's literally telling women, you're dumb, you're stupid, you're letting men do this. Now, that video I told y'all to watch with her and B. Taylor, when they first, I guess, appeared, you'll see what I'm talking about, how she talk about women in that exact video. And that's when I said, girl, you break them down mentally, make us feel so bad and guilty for the choices we made with men, but then you tell us how we should think, how you would like for us to think. That don't sound like a military tactic to you? Break them down and have you think like, girl, I clocked it. I clocked it. I clocked it. But she's pretty much literally bashing women, guilt tripping women. She's doing the same thing a man do to us. You think that you're getting away from men, but you're not. You're literally dealing with a woman who thinks like a man, who's treating you like a man. You are literally dealing with a woman who thinks like a man, that's treating you like a man. Like, come on now. Be wary of those false prophets. She's problematic. She's a serious problem. I don't care. If she works for you, she works for you. But I notice that the people who follow her, the women let me tell you something. There's one thing to be emotionally intelligent and then be dead inside and have no emotional intelligence at all. Priscilla has no emotional intelligence. She don't even function in emotional. Like a man. There's nothing wrong with being logical, strategic, but you are a woman. A woman is naturally supposed to have emotions. We're supposed to be tapped into our emotions. That's what makes us nurturers, mothers, caretakers. That's what makes us loving, doting. If you lack emotion, how the fuck can you care about somebody in a healthy manner? Y'all not picking that up? Yeah, look, I ain't got no beef with the lady, but I have a problem with people playing in my face. She's playing in everybody's face. She sat up on that live and pretty much had these women, her yesums, sit there to try to it was a cover. It was to make her look good, right? Surround herself with women, right? Women who's gonna yesum Priscilla, yesum Priscilla. You right, Priscilla. You're a good person, Priscilla. They're just mad. And another thing before I go, that whole hating term. Oh, I've been wanting to say this for a while. She kept using the word hating. Oh, you know, haters. And her yesums was like haters. And you know what I realized? People can't take just not being liked. See, not every time someone's hate, trust me, it's nothing for me to hate on any of them women, because I am true who I am to my core. And people around me love me for that. And let me tell you something, because of how I carry myself, even from men, I get respect. Now, I'm not going to say that I've been done right by men my whole life, and I've been single for 3 years because I ain't stupid. I ain't about to have another nigga playing in my face. But what I'm not going to do is have a motherfucking female playing in my face either. People, honey, don't nobody act foolish towards me because of how I carry myself. Because you know I don't play. I don't gotta yell. I ain't gotta curse. You know, you get cut off in a heartbeat, and I will let you know about yourself in a very polite manner. But they sat their ass up there thinking they was really doing something, and all you did is make her look more foolish. Because none of y'all have the guts, the gohanas, right, to let her know, sis, you wrong. We're not here to talk about B. Taylor, and we're not here to, you know what I'm saying? Let's build her up. Let's show her, like, reach out to her, help her, give her some advice. You're not gonna do that though, right? That's real womanhood. That's powerhood. Hey, sis, like, I know you went through a breakup. I know you're going through some hard times. I've been there. If there's anything I can do for you, reach out to me. Y'all not gonna do that. That's what being a woman helping another woman. No, y'all gonna sit there. There's haters. Ain't nobody hating on none of y'all. Trust. And those who are not confident within themselves, and they look at y'all and think, well, you know, there's a difference between being jealous and a hater. You know, with a jealous person, you can check, you'll realize you're jealous, and you can realize, hey, I'm jealous because that's what I want, and you can get that too. But you're a hater. No, girl. Y'all can't take that you're just not liked. Some people are not likable. Just anyway. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna leave my comments open for this one, because I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, oh, you coming off like a hater. Again, I'm not hating on Princella. I'm calling out her bullshit, because I didn't realize how bad she was. See, I noticed it on my own, but to hear somebody else and then read the comment sections, she has done this to a lot of people. Just a lot of people haven't spoken up about it until now. And that little show she put on tonight with her cigar. Baby girl, remember this. Heavy is the head that wears the wig. I hope y'all stuck it out for the end. If you did, you are a real one. I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming through, listening to me rant. I hope I didn't offend nobody. If I did, it was never my intent, and I apologize. If for those of you who's going to come here talking smack, take your ass over there. She cares. I don't. I hope everyone have a blessed rest of their weekend, and Smoochez.
You